street preacher, you know what I'm saying? Game face. With my nigga DJ Fingers on the track. It's my time. Let's get it.
Rhyme rapper, beat slapper, G, whatever you wanna call it. Bloodstone, the street preacher, lifetime, we the holy. Call it like I be it, full-time MCing. And really don't care about you fools disagreeing. Straight reality coming out of SD. Knocking out the competition like Muhammad Ali. Confident, never cocky with these bars I be spitting. But very serious about these fruits I be hitting. Fools start switching, then they start snitching. Faster than the chef cooking things in the kitchen. And yeah, I gotta mention to you undercover devils, even on the step ladder, you're not on my level. Time, homie, it's my time. You know I gotta get mine. Don't worry about me, gonna fix your own plate. You know I gotta get it, cause time don't wait.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's going down. Welcome to another episode of Get Your Mind Right, coming from the speed side, you know what I'm saying? Doing my thing this evening, you know what I'm saying? Doing my thing this evening. Me, Solo Bolo. Shout out to the homie, Trey Boogie, a little under the weather, man. But you know, prayers out to the homie. Strong, man. He'll be back at it, you know what I'm saying? Little bug going around, man. But you know, the show must go on. Coming live from the speed side, Bloodstone, the street preacher. Get your mind right, you know what I'm saying? If you're feeling what I'm spilling, go and hit that Cash App up in the corner. You know what I'm saying? We independent over here. We all organic. Real life topics from the G perspective. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going down now, but right now, Bloodstone, the street preacher. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, I want to say congratulations. Congratulations to all the kids out there that have graduated from high school, taking it to the next level, from college, middle school, preschool, kindergarten, and also a shout out to the kids that'll be going to school, starting school next year, man. You know, life is a process. Everybody doing their own thing. Shout out to the moms and dads and the grandmas and the grandpas and the big sisters and the big brothers and everybody, man, that participate. You know what I'm saying? Making it easier, you know what I'm saying, for our children. To the teachers out there, man, you know what I'm saying, shaping our young minds. We appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. I know it's hard dealing with all kinds of different minds and different personalities, but somehow y'all get it done, man. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate y'all. Going down, not now, but right now, man. Get your mind right. But yeah, man. For those who do not know, man, June 10th, which is a week from today, you know what I'm saying? I was blessed to hook up my own headlining show at the Soda Bar, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to me. I'm proud of myself, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But yeah, man, June 10th at the Soda Bar, Bloodstone, the street preacher, and the homies, hosted by everybody's big homie, Trey Boogie. You know what I'm saying? Gonna be me, the homie Moody Low getting down, Pootie P, and It's Nimmy. The door's gonna open at 7 p.m., man. And the show started at 8. So make sure y'all come on through there, man. 8:10 to be exact. It's gonna be when the first artists go on, man. So make sure y'all come on through there. $12.88, no fees, no extra fees. So it's gonna be like $12.88. And then when you buy, it'll be $15.75 later. Or you know what I'm saying? You know how they put them fees on there, but follow me on IG. Hit the link in my bio, man, and you can get the tickets for $12.88, or you can go to, you know what I'm saying, you can pay at the door, $15, man, whatever you prefer. Either way, man, it's going down, man. You know what I'm saying? Real MCing. Shout out to the Soda Bar, man, for letting me do my thing there, man. And it's, you know what I'm saying, hoping and praying for a good turnout. So, you know, the first of hopefully many, you know what I'm saying, trying to do my own thing, man. It's hard getting my own shows, hard to get shows. A lot of cats don't want to participate for one reason or not, and want to charge you $1 million for 10 minutes at 6 o'clock when ain't nobody there. So, you know, I took it into my own hands, man, and doing my own thing. God's hand, God's plan. No one understands your journey, your vision, but you, man. So whatever you feel in your heart, push on, man. Keep pushing. It's going down, not now, but right now, June 10th, Soda Bar, Bloodstone, the street preacher. You know what I'm saying? Another thing about it, I want to speak about getting it on your own. You know what I'm saying? kind of, like a mixed topic. You know what I'm saying? I noticed that a cat, I don't want to get all into it, man, the whole situation, but I'm going to speak upon it. Unalived, the young man, he recently was on trial and got away with it. I'm going to say he got away with it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know what I'm talking about. It's cold-blooded, the whole situation, man. Rest in paradise to the young man's family. But, nobody's life is worth, a bottle of water, bottle of bag of chips, whatever, man. It was uncalled for, very much uncalled for. And, a lot of times, a lot of stuff like this can be avoided if people who open stores in neighborhoods are either familiar with the neighborhood or, best case scenario, raised in that neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times, when the people who are successful, who are blessed to make it, you know what I'm saying, from where they live at, get a little money and everything, they never want to come back, spend no money. And the reason why, man, a lot of times, because when you try to get back where you come from, it's not appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then, I'm gonna give you a scenario. Every now and then, man, say you're on a store, say you're on a liquor store, something like that, a little corner store. You know what I'm saying? Say you own one of those. It's you. Where you grew up at. So, you doing your thing. The homies know, oh man, the homie live up there. Homie got a little store for real. Oh man, whoopty wham. So they're gonna go up there. Oh, homie on the store. Yeah, man, whoopty wham, doing my thing, homie. Oh man, that's good, man. Okay, whoopty wham. So one night he gonna slide on through. Be like, hey homie, I want you hey homie, I'm out here with the, I got a little whoopty blam out there, homie. Won't you go and slide me like, let me get one of them bottles of Hennessy. You'll be like, okay, homie, no problem. It's all good, homie. Here, do your thing, man. Here one here. Here's some blunts too, homie. Cool. I'm gonna go do your thing. You know what I'm saying? You have, what I'm saying, a homie that's gonna come through there, what I'm saying, down on his luck one day and be like, homie, I ain't really got nothing at the pad for the kids to eat, homie. So, you think maybe you can, yeah, man, go ahead and do your thing, homie. Do your thing, man. I ain't tripping. Do your thing, homie. Get what they need. Get what I'm saying? In other words, you do your thing. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna show some love, homie. You're not gonna tell nobody their business, like put them on blast or nothing like that. You're not gonna do none of that because you're humble. You're giving back to where you came from, homie. You know what I'm saying? The first time you say no, I can't give up that Hennessy. 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna say no when it comes to feeding no kids. So man, it ain't gonna be one of them scenarios. You don't have kids, you don't feed kids, but like man, no or something like that. The next thing you know, the cats that you knew grew up with you and everything, see you in your struggle and everything, they're gonna start hating on you, homie. You know what I'm saying? Homie, this nigga's a mark. I went up there to give me a bottle of Hennessy, and this nigga said no, homie. Man, forget that nigga, homie. Let's rob this cat. Woo-de-woo, man. This nigga's a punk. Woo-de-woo. Oh, what? He gonna start doing it like that. Not all the time. Not all the time. I'm not saying it happens all the time. But this is some, scenario. But he ain't gonna tell about all the other time, the 8 times you said yes. You know what I'm saying? To the Hennessy or whatever. He ain't gonna talk about the time when he came up there and his kid was hungry. You gave him food off the shelf or whatever. Didn't put him on blast or nothing like that. It's just that first time, that one time you said no, homie, because you really honestly couldn't do it. You wasn't trying to be mean or nothing like that. You just couldn't do it because you couldn't go to another cash store and they slide you something, expect to go get something every day or every time you ask for it. It don't work that way. 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna let you slide if you ain't got the correct money. You know what I'm saying? If it's $339 and you got $336, you might not get it. You know what I'm saying? So, situations like that. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to worry about somebody trying to rob you. Cats don't want to spend with you no more because this cat didn't put that out there in the air. And also a lot of times when we find out the homie owns something, we want a discount or we want something for free, point blank. That's why a lot of time the people who get money or get successful don't really try to spend where they came from, homie. It's not because they don't want to. It's because they got to deal with situations like that. And do you really blame them? Think about it. You know what I'm saying? So to each his own. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of times, you know what I'm saying? It depends on how much the people around the situation respect and know the person's struggle and what they went through to get that store or whatever. So they're gonna respect that person's struggle. You know what I'm saying? That's what a real homie do. At least I think that way, man. You know what I'm saying? So you want situations to stop. You want situations to end. Cats getting murdered at the getting unalived at the store for bottles of water. Get more familiar people, more familiar people, and people to start opening stores where where you live at, and once they do, respect it. You know what I'm saying? And we'll have more positive outcomes and more positive situations. You know what I'm saying? So think about that. Yeah, man. Another thing I want to speak upon. It's crazy. Was another topic was the Jay-Z freestyle, man. It's crazy, homie. I'm never gonna speak upon nobody's musical journey or nothing like that. But one thing I want to speak upon, what trips me out, is that a lot of cats get on, songs and make music and all this and all that. And when it comes, they say things about people's mamas and kids and everything and all that. And F your mama, your baby look like this, and whoopty wham, blah, blah. But then 9 times out of 10, they never ever meet up, and they end up fighting or getting into it with a person in their crew or some dude they used to go to school with or the brother-in-law or something like that. But none of them cats are the ones that said it. I mean, I'm not no tough guy or nothing like that. I'm not trying to act like no tough guy or nothing like that. But my main thing is like about being a man. And then some of these freestyles, I understand, some of these freestyles, man, the freestyles back in the days, we just, rapping and talking about this and what you want. But now these ones be talking about your mama, and I'm gonna unalive this and all that. And some of them words, man, we used to all play the dozen. And when you play the dozen, homie, you know what I'm saying? When you start to winning, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times cats will hit you with them reality jokes. Yeah, that's why your mama whoopty whoopty whoop. And it'd be something real and it would quiet the whole thing. And then, that was when the fight would jump off. You know what I'm saying? Some of the mama jokes, led to battles. You know what I'm saying? All my old school cats know what I'm talking about, homie. So, but when you start to talk about people's kids and, family members that ain't got nothing to do with it, and and then dead home, deceased friends and all this and all that, them is like personal. So before music and anything, man, you're supposed to be a man or a woman. So, that's one thing I never understood is that why people say different things, but then you never, especially like in a music game or whatever, man. And like I've said, I'm not an advocate of violence or telling people to go fight each other and all this. I don't like all that anyway. I'm just wondering how come cats do that. And it's very rare to not at all that the people who are exchanging the words ever meet up and do their thing, homie. Like I said, it's somebody from their entourage. Called this one dude at the mall, or whoop-de wham and blase blah and whoop-de, and then the other cat get on the internet bragging like he did it or she did it or something like that, man. It's like I thought we was men first. I mean, before you was, your mom and dad or your dad didn't teach you when you grew up to be a rapper. You're like, I'm gonna teach you how to be a rapper. You're supposed to install how to be a man, man. When you cross the line as a man, you're supposed to handle your business. You know what I'm saying? The rapping and all that come later. That's part of the journey. That's part of just what you're supposed to be. That's your purpose. But your soul, one of your main purposes in this world is to be a man, homie. And like I said, I'm not an advocate of violence. I'm not trying to pump people up to go fighting people and all that. But if you're gonna be talking loud and talking wild about people's, the person, being personal, talk about that. I feel like, the two people involved in the situation, should be the ones handling their situation that'll minimize a lot of death, a lot of people getting beat up, and all that stuff, man. I mean, that's how we used to do it. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day. I mean, think about it, homie. You know that, homie, used to be at school. And one person would say something about another person. It would be after school. It would be them people, the person who said it and that person said it, and they would meet up and they would handle their business. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be in some scenario unless it was a person who had brothers and sisters and all that. Because your brother and sister out there fighting. I mean, doing their thing, homie. Family rules, homie. You jump in no matter what. That's what I tell my kids. You see your brother out there fighting, you jump in. I don't care what's going on, because if you don't, me and you will have an issue. But anyways, man, back in the days, that's how it used to be. Think about it. Y'all was going down after school, woody-woo. Unless it was, unless it was some gang stuff, then that's how I really got like that, man. But as far as this person said this about your mama and all this and all that, them two people met up after school, whether it be male or female, and they handled their business, homie. And that's what it was, homie. Now, you say something about somebody's mama, and then this, you gotta fight the bodyguard, the dude who booked the shows, the cat that opened the door at the liquor store, and all this and all this and all that and all this. And then some cats get, unfortunately, violent situation. Some people get unalived. And then next thing you know, you in jail for the rest of your life for unaliving or dealing with a situation. And the person you had in funk with, you ain't never deal with him, homie. You dealt with somebody that was in his clique or something like that. So, we need to stop that, man. Mano a mano, you know what I'm saying? Hand to hand, homie. If you got a problem with another man, handle your business, homie. You know what I'm saying? All this gunplay and everything is unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? A real man, ladies and gentlemen, a real man will beat you from the shoulders. Anybody can get unalive with a pistol or stabbed or whatever, or you hit with a stick or whatever situation. But if a man or a woman beat you with their hands, they won. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real, homie. Let's keep it 1,000. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I'm not trying to promote no violence or nothing. I'm just trying to promote realness. Get your mind right, you know what I'm saying? Real life topics from a G perspective, homie, a G in life, homie. So that's how you do it. But yeah, man, before I get up out of here, I want to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed to my channel. I'm almost to 700 subs. Let me get another round of applause for that. Shout out to my brother Trey Boogie for showing me the way. what I'm saying? Much love for those who have subscribed. And for those who have not, go ahead and do it, man. Subscribe. It's free. Hit that notification bell, comment. All is well, man. You know what I'm saying? You'll be notified every time I drop something. Check out my health is wealth journey. You know what I'm saying? Movement for the G's. Just trying to show a little motivation. Going to the gym, going for walks. You know what I'm saying? Positive content. Life of an independent artist. Showing me out there doing my thing, man. You know, as far as putting my music together, it's all independent. It's all me, man. So, you know, show you on my little independent artist journey. And also my podcast journey. Like the one you're watching right now, Get Your Mind Right. The Get Your Mind Right podcast. And after this, usually, you know what I'm saying, the Wednesday night chop up with the homie Trey Boogie. Shout out to the homie Trey Boogie. You know what I'm saying? And started a new thing also every Friday morning, 9 a.m., Rise and Grind podcast. You know what I'm saying? Start your day in a positive way. Start it off with a prayer and, you know, just some positive content, man, to get your weekend started off. And then you do your thing, man. You know what I'm saying? So this weekend, this Friday would be the second episode, man. So y'all get a chance, check me out, man. It's going down. And like I said, if you're feeling what I'm spilling, go and hit that cash app up in the corner, man. We all independent over here, homie. Every little bit helps. You know what I'm saying? We all organic over here. It's going down, not now, but right now. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, man. Bloodstone, the street preacher. Shout out to my brother Trey Boogie. You know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing, man. A little under the weather, but we are back in motion. Appreciate you. It ain't going down now, but right now. And thank you very much for tapping in. Like I said, I'm doing my thing on my own. It's my first time doing it on my own, man. But you know, hey, man. The show must go on. Check me out June 10th at the Soda Bar if you in Dago. Follow me on IG, Bloodstone the Street Preacher, Spotify, iTunes, CD Baby, all digital platforms. And if all else fails, just go on and Google me. Much love for everybody tapping in. It ain't going down now, but right now. Bloodstone the Street Preacher. Independent rhyming, independent grinding, but always 619. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Bloodstone, the street preacher, you know what I'm saying? Game face. With my nigga DJ Fingers on the track. It's my time. Let's get it.
Rhyme rapper, beat slapper, G, whatever you wanna call it. Bloodstone, the street preacher, lifetime, we the holy. Call it like I be it, full-time MCing. And really don't care about you fools disagreeing. Straight reality coming out of SD. Knocking out the competition like Muhammad Ali. Confident, never cocky with these bars I be spitting. But very serious about these fruits I be hitting. Fools start switching, then they start snitching. Faster than the chef cooking things in the kitchen. And yeah, I gotta mention to you undercover devils, even on the step ladder, you're not on my level. Time, homie, it's my time. You know I gotta get mine. Don't worry about me, gonna fix your own plate. You know I gotta get it, cause time don't wait.